How you guys doing today? I am Wettoon King, and I'll be going over why I think Sakura is useless. I know. Before you guys go down the comment section and complain about how many people already made the video about this topic, please bear with me and remember this is one of my first videos on YouTube, and I thought making a video about Sakura would be easy. Like, who's a Sakura fan? Like, I'm 23 years old and I never met one. But who knows? Maybe I'll piss off one by the end of the video, and it'll be in my comment section. Well, anyways, let's get this video over with. And before you guys forget, please subscribe. And without further ado, play my shit. Now, before I start talking shit about Sakura, I'll be going over what a non-existent fan of Sakura will be saying to defend her. I get it. I'm gonna stop. But one of the reasons people like to bring up is that she was one of the smartest characters in Naruto. Not Shippuden, but Naruto. But the reason she was added to Team 7 was because of how smart she was. And it was proven during the Chunin exam because she didn't need to cheat like everybody else needed to. The second reason is that she was trained for 2 years by the fifth Hokage, Lady Tsunade. And Lady Tsunade is the granddaughter of the first Hokage, who was known to be called the God of Shinobi. And her grand uncle was the second Hokage, who created the Shadow Clone Jutsu. You know, the move that Naruto liked to spam left and right. Also known as a B rank move. Also, all three of them are part of the Sanji clan. And Tsunade was also a member of the Sannin. And to make things worse, Tsunade was trained by the third Hokage. So with all that history to take into account, you're probably wondering how in God's name is Sakura useless. I know, but fuck, I feel like this has to be a record somewhere. Like, I've never heard anyone talk nice about Sakura for this long. Like, it has to be a crime in some country. I don't know which one, but it has to be. And I'm pretty sure there's a shit ton more I could say about Sakura, but honestly, I don't give a fuck about her. So let's get to the reason you guys are really here for. Now, before I start the video, there's something I have to address. Her personality. Okay, I'm getting tired of these personality where they write the female character to always feel like she can like hit the main character, and like, that's okay for some reason. Like that to me, when I see that, that's already like I already hate the character. That's play out with me. That's why I want to blow out my chest. I just said blow out my chest. What's wrong? Blow out my chest. And now let's get to why Sakura is useless. I'll be going over by arc by arc to the arc I think is important, and I'm not going over every arc because that'd be useless, just like her. But let's get started. The first arc I think is important, the Zabuza arc, where she basically didn't even do anything. Like she just like I'm pretty sure all she did that arc was cry. Like cry for Naruto and Sasuke to do something for it. I'm pretty sure that's what she do most of the time, but she didn't really do anything in that arc, so I'm gonna skip over that arc. I'm gonna go over the Chunin exam. The part 1, she actually did something, but that's more like she just took a test and like she was smart, and that's it. She didn't have to cheat off of someone. Part 2, basically Naruto and Sasuke carried her throughout part 2. Like I'm pretty sure they call it like the Forest of Death or something. And Naruto and Sasuke both fought Orochimaru. They looked after her throughout the whole arc, and she didn't really do anything like that whole arc. Nothing. Like nothing. But cut her hair. That's all she did. Like, she didn't do anything. Now, after the Forest of Death, the next part of the Chunin exam came up, and it was the 1v1s. Well, we got to watch Lee versus Gara, Naoto versus Kiba, Sasuke versus I don't even know who the fuck that was, and we got to watch like a lot of good fights. And here comes the Ino versus Sakura fight that nobody asked for, and she couldn't beat the weakest person. Like Ino was the weakest person on that whole the whole roster. Like she got lucky and she still couldn't beat her. It was a draw. So that's not even the worst part. You ever had that character always talking about how she's getting stronger and she's the strongest, and throughout the series there's no evidence of it. That's like when people say Sanji's stronger than Zoro, but throughout the story there's no evidence of it. That's the same feel I got about Sakura. Like she's always talking about getting stronger, and the more she doesn't do anything throughout the Naruto series, the more you're like annoyed with her because she doesn't do anything. It's where she get tied with Ino, the weakest shinobi in the Leaf Village, or she lose. Now, since she didn't even beat Ino and it was a tie, she didn't even get to compete in the last portion of the exam. So, the Chunin exam didn't even get to be completed because Orochimaru decided to attack the village, and then Gara had to escape because he was losing his shit, and she went after him, and her, Sasuke, and I believe Naruto went after Gara. But when she got there, she didn't even do anything because guess what? She was captured, and it was up to Sasuke to protect her, and then Naruto came and finished the job. But my whole point is she doesn't do anything. Like her whole character is nothing. Like she doesn't do anything. She just gets there, get captured, or she complains about how she's one of the 3 of the team 7, but she doesn't even do anything. She's always getting captured. I feel like I said that again, but I'm gonna say it again. And all she really does for the team is heal, because remember when I said she was smart? I'm going to take that back, because whenever it comes to Sasuke, it's like she lose all logic and don't use her brain anymore, because like Lee was after her for a while, but she didn't like him because guess what? He didn't look attractive. But as soon as Sasuke is in the picture, even though he got his ass whooped by Lee, she was like, oh, Sasuke, I want to be on your you know what. And that's another thing that pissed me off about Sakura. Because she doesn't like Sasuke because of how he is. Because Sasuke he's a dickhead. Let's be honest, he's a dickhead. She only likes him because how Sasuke looks. Now after that, Sasuke and Naruto decided to fight. And I am skipping a lot, but if you're watching this video, you're most likely a Naruto fan. After this, Naruto and Sasuke fight. Sakura is washing. I guess all she does is sit there and cry. Like, she tries to get in the middle of it, but she has to be saved by Kakashi. And then after the fight, Sasuke realized that Naruto is getting stronger than him. So he gets pissed off. And one of Orochimaru lackeys notices this, and then give an invite to Sasuke to join them by beating his ass. And then Sasuke decided to join them because he realized he was a weak piece of garbage. And then he leaves the village, but right before he leaves the village, he knocks her out. And then guess what? She wakes up, she tells everybody, and then she still likes Sasuke. She has the nerves to tell Naruto to go save him. And as much as I know she wasn't going to be useful and retrieving Sasuke, how you gonna ask somebody else to go do something you want to do? Like, she just sent Neji. Even Shikamaru mentioned that he didn't even want to, like, the only reason he's helping now is because Sasuke is part of the village and he feels like he has to. But he has no ties to Sasuke. But Sakura, who wants people to save. I feel like there was a reason, but it's Sakura. I don't like Sakura. So she just sits there and do nothing. She's begging everybody else to go do something for her. And after that, Naruto goes, attempt to rescue Sasuke. Obviously, that fails. He comes back depressed. And there's a bunch of filler arcs I'm not going to talk about because I'm pretty sure all she does is like heal throughout the filler arcs. Like, how the backup characters have more screen time and more cool scenes than Sakura, I don't know, but I don't care. And I was going to talk about the Shippuden, but I feel like at this point, like, medication is not gonna work, and I might have to start doing cocaine. So I'm gonna stop and make this a 2-part video. If you guys like this video, please like and go subscribe. And then if I miss anything, just the Naruto verse, then put it down in the comment section.